Hello.
All right, we are back. We are back. We are back. We are back.
No longer be silenced.
Okay, so you have a risky position. So here's what happens. You've gotten your detour all set up. Uh, just, is it all set up? Yeah, it is all set up.
Hmm.
You've got it set up. What's the detour look like, Dredge?
Okay. When you're driving on a freeway late at night and then suddenly the freeway that you're on just sort of diverts you downtown and it's just a series of terrible, terrible, like, I don't know what this road is. This is a one-way road and now I'm going on it the other way and it's like the worst thing 'cause it's 3 in the morning. Um, it's like that, except out in the country-ish. I think it's more sort of like rural. And uh yeah, so it's like a lot of like landslides and sort of shelled out road that I've manufactured. And it leads into a like uh something that like maybe like a bridge that lowers or is supposed to lower, that like the road below it, like a bunch of tall mechs and whatnot go through that, so they raise the bridge, and the bridge is curtain raised. It looks like it should be able to be lowered, so everyone's just waiting for it to lower, but it's not going to.
Oh, I had an idea.
Sure,
It's extremely dumb.
into it.
But what if, because you've got these compartments on the bottom of the magpie, what if you like dug enough of a rivet that it could lie flat on the ground and people just walk into it?
That's
It's
horrifying,
incredibly
but I love
dumb.
it.
Yeah.
Just some open mech graves.
Jesus Christ.
Halloween.
My
Is
name
there
is Mech Romero.
is there Halloween here?
Is there Hey, Austin?
Yeah,
Is there Halloween in Beep Saber?
sure. I mean, it would have passed by now in the setting.
That's true.
Maybe it's not in October. Maybe it's today.
We
Secretly.
got all that discount stuff from Spirit Halloween.
Yep.
Listen, it's Beep Saber celebrates the nightmare before Christmas.
Ah.
Separate
See.
holiday.
Yep.
Okay. So
Where
what?
we
Do we just get
celebrate
this
Hot Topic.
Do we just get this shot of like inside the magpie where there's just like this rubber bat hanging inside the cockpit, jiggling about?
Yep. No, it's the little dog. It's the little ghost dog.
Yes,
Nightmare Before Christmas.
it's just like a handkerchief that's gotten a little like
Sharpie on it.
yeah, wrapped around like a tennis ball.
Yep.
Little nose on it. Yep.
Very good.
Yep. I painted little ghosts into the forest
Okay.
on my obby.
So, you've got this bridge up, and you've got the detour set up, and you're all. Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze. You're all waiting and hiding somewhere nearby, or at least your obvies are out of sight. Yes?
Yep.
Yeah? Anyone?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're waiting for the transport to roll up when you realize that a bunch of civilian vehicles that are not involved in this op have also taken your detour. There is there's like a transport truck full of cows that are alive still. Like
Hey, it's delicate, but not too delicate.
waiting for the bridge to come down. There's like a minivan that is way overloaded with stuff on top of it. It looks like it's like an entire family's life has been packed into this van, and probably the family to boot. And
Jeez.
there's also like just a taxi here waiting for the bridge to come down. And so all of these are kind of like sandwiched in between the two transports you're expecting and the AV belonging to the herd. So the AV is bipedal, and like Scarecrow's AV, it lacks arms. Does Scarecrow's AV lack arms, or is it just that the hard points are way more prevalent or obvious?
I think if anything, it would have a hard point for like manipulator arms on the front, but no like big arms. It'd be like a little like tiny thing in the front, if
Okay.
anything.
T-Rex arms.
Exactly.
Okay.
But the
Exactly.
Karasu does not have that.
Oh, it does not have that. Okay. So yeah. So
But I'm saying that if there is an option, that would be the option. I don't think the form factor allows for like humanoid arms, really.
yeah. So this model has those little like manipulator arms, and it's got a anti-AV machine gun on one side, and then on the other side it's got a rack of missiles for its long-range bombardment. It also probably has some like internal technical stuff that supports that role. What else? You can also tell. Oh, you can also tell that it has an anchor system built into the legs. So, and I'm giving this all to you because you're all, or at least Scarecrow is very familiar with this model, even though she doesn't pilot it. As for the transports you are moving, or are supposed to divert, one of them kind of resembles like a coach bus in its shape, just sort of like this large brick of a vehicle, and the other one is like a 18-wheeler transport truck. These are very large vehicles. Yeah, they are civilian vehicles. They are not armed. They are not armored. And so I am going to put clocks on the screen.
Hey.
Woo!
Box.
Clocks, clocks.
So let's see. Yeah, we'll go with the fourth one too. Okay, so we've got 4 clocks up. Actually, I'll put this one up here. All right, and where's the text tool? There we are. So, first one is the bus contents. The second one is the truck contents. The
Is
third one
this?
is
Sorry.
civilians.
I'm so confused.
Okay, so remember how I said the stuff was fragile? Actually, you know what? I did say that they weren't super fragile, so I'm going to actually increase those to 6-tick clocks.
Thank you.
So yeah. Basically, for each tick on the contents clocks, that's the contents of those vehicles getting damaged. The civilian tick clocks, 1 tick represents the taxi getting destroyed, 1 tick represents the van getting destroyed, 2 ticks represent, respectively, the cab of the truck and the trailer of the truck.
You gotta be careful. We're not good at being careful.
No.
You know,
Did
I
someone
don't-
call for precision?
yes, yeah. Actually, we did. We did.
Yeah.
Hi, that's us.
Yeah, but not but not precision murder against civilians. Precision threat of murder against civilians, maybe, but not actually doing the murder bit.
I'm concerned that the herd's ROE is different from ours.
Yeah. Yeah. Their whole
So
thing
take out the
is
machine gun first, is what I'm hearing.
their
Yeah.
whole shtick is indiscriminate destruction. It's kind of their
Okay.
whole thing.
Okay. So, let's see. Do we... Where... Are y'all on the same side of the road, or are you split up?
The Karasu is definitely split up, I think.
We'll say
Yeah.
that... Okay, we'll say that the gully goes north-south, so the road/bridge go east-west. Are you on the south side of the bridge or the north side of the bridge, each of you? And this is hilly terrain.
Is there water in the gully?
There's probably like a stream. Like
Okay.
it's not a river.
Like, how high would it come up on a person?
On a person, probably like maybe thigh deep, if that.
Okay. Yeah. Then I think I'm in there.
In your mantis?
In the mantis. Yeah.
Okay, so you are in the gully. The to be clear, as Sasha established, this gully is frequently a path for AVs. So the walls are like, I would say 20 feet high.
Okay. Yeah. I can get up that. I've got the mobility suite. I can get sort of.
Yep.
I can traverse that pretty easily.
Okay, where is the magpie?
So Ray said something really cool, which was that like the magpie was submerged in the ground, and I very much like the idea of just sort of reaching up with arms and then picking up whatever is on top of me and then getting. So I think I'm in the road.
You are in the road.
I am
Thank
in the
you
road.
for going
so the
with
road
my
itself
bullshit.
is a dirt road then?
Yeah.
Would you say it's a zebra crossing?
I would if I were smart enough to get your joke. I'm sorry.
Black and white alternating pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, where is Bert?
Where is Bert? I think I'm a little farther off. Just because I'm so big and I don't want to attract attention really quickly. I might not even be in Bert at the moment. I might actually be like in a tree or something.
Okay. That
In a tree.
is
Yeah.
viable.
This
So I
is
can see
D&D
what-
now. You're a druid now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how this works.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what's going on, but I'm not like in Bert.
Okay, so you're not in Bert, but where is Bert?
Bert is
You know what?
probably...
Don't worry about that. We can handle that with a flashback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and where is the Karasu?
Out of sight, like out of human visual acuity range.
Okay, where have y'all put Cleanser Yeofeld?
Gesundheit? What?
Cleanser
Our support.
Yeofeld,
All right.
the member of the Paladins that y'all requested to accompany you.
Potentially in line, like with the other.
Of course.
Not a bad idea.
That
Okay, I
No,
think
this-
this is
so-
probably
so-
the best.
So that is a bad idea because he's in a Tybalt, which is Church of the Celestial Myriad medium brawler mech.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
you're right. That is a bad idea.
We could potentially, if we want to have someone in line, we could put Bert in line because Bert's pretty like farming mech, pretty innocuous. But you don't like that. That's fair.
Relatively speaking.
I still have like a big jackhammer and a shield. I guess we do have smuggler panels.
Yeah, you did get those.
Allow me to
Bert-
put on my fighting eyebrows.
Yeah, so Bert can appear to load lighter, which would place it as a medium.
Because I think having one of them in line, like just mingling with the rest of them, if there are already civilian mechs in there, or civilian vehicles in there, would make it a lot easier.
Yeah, okay. What's more suspicious, a big ass jackhammer or a shield?
The
Shield.
shield.
Yeah, okay. Or
A jackhammer
armor.
could just be a mining thing.
Also armor.
Yep. I mean,
Okay,
remember,
just paint everything with a cat logo.
your shield is technically your plow that you've converted.
Right. Yeah, actually, yeah, I'll hide the armor and then it'll look less combat oriented, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just in line with everything else.
Oh my god, yeah. Yep. Okay.
All right. And
Hanging out the
you-
side. Move it along!
Are you in Bert now, or do you still want to be in the tree?
I think if I'm in line, then I'm in. I'm in. We're doing this.
Okay. So did you set up at the front, or are you at the back? Like, did you pull in after everyone arrived, or were you there waiting?
I think the back.
Okay. All right. So the coyote is sort of like, it's got its head on a swivel. It is clearly growing uncomfortable with how long this bridge is taking. Like, it really could probably just kick it down, but it has yet to do so. So, who's doing what?
Okay. Well, I believe I would have established that I have a kind of firing solution check ready to fire confirmation sequence, and I think at this point, Scarecrow is radioing, and I have green light. Do I have a green light to fire?
No.
Okay. Well, can take out the machine gun.
Think
Am I in position to pick up the targets, the two?
how much do we want to escalate things this
Okay.
quickly?
So,
We should pop off as quickly as possible.
so
Yeah,
here's
I'm just
here's
sorry.
Here's another part of the risky that you of the risky position. The bus pulls on top of you, right? Which is what you're hoping for. But as it does so, you realize that this bus is heavier than it appears, and you won't be able to carry it.
Okay. I'm gonna take
The Magpie's medium, right?
Can you eat it?
yes.
Yeah.
2,
So
3. Yeah, I have one left. I'm gonna take grapnel anchor system. So whatever I grab, I can hang on to.
to be clear, it's not a matter of like not being able to get a grip. It's a matter of being able to lift.
It's a
Okay.
weight thing.
Is it possible to drag it?
Yeah, you could probably drag it. I just want to be clear that like
I said put it in neutral.
you're not like lifting up with this thing on your back and floating away.
Okay. I mean, I could use my arms to help stand up and not just be reliant on the Nell. I don't know what mechanically that would look like. But I do got 8 relatively beefy arms.
Buff. Okay, so if we want this to pop off pretty quickly, then I feel like we should establish sort of what our roles are here, because we've established like
The
Physical
coyote's getting
position.
antsy.
I am disabling the coyote.
Do it.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna push myself.
Okay.
What are you
Is there a way I
rolling?
can assist?
Think about it. How would
You could actually paint the target if you have like a.
Give me a
Like-
second. I need to check
I
something.
don't know what it would look like in this universe, but sharing a video feed or lasing the target, there's plenty of ways to help out to just increase the amount of data that a scarecrow has for her firing solution.
Yeah, I mean, it could literally just be that I've got like a camera going and feeding into you. Could I do that with something something like a smartphone, or would it have to be more advanced than that?
No, you can absolutely do that with your Avi systems. That's just an assist.
Okay. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and declare some gear for the Karasu.
Yeah, because sorry. Because the way I'm thinking about it is I'm essentially just patching whatever visual feed I get in, like whatever AR or visual information I get from my Avi um,
Yep.
into scarecrows, as opposed to having it feed to me.
Yep, absolutely. So spend your
And
stress to
I also-
assist Scarecrow.
I also think that's how the stress comes in because I don't have access to visual
Hello?
information.
You cut out for a
Oh
second.
yeah,
there.
you cut up here. But...
Yeah, because I also think that's how the stress comes in, that like I don't have access to visual information on stuff, so essentially
Okay.
flying blind on this.
So spend your 1 stress, and what benefit are you giving to Scarecrow?
What are you rolling?
This is going to be a. Let me see. I think this would be a destroy.
What do you have in that?
I have 2 in destroy.
And you're pushing yourself,
Yep.
so that would give you 3.
I need to check.
That would give you 3 or increased effect.
Because I was gonna give an increased effect if you weren't gonna push
I think
yourself with the
increased
die.
effect is what we want. I think increased effect might be what we want because I can still push myself
So you're
for
pushing
another-
yourself for an extra die, and
for an
I'm
extra-
giving you increased
extra die because
Okay.
this is beyond human eye, but this is well within the range of the weapon.
Okay.
I was just reading the text of sharpshooter to be sure.
So that would be
And I think increased effect because I want to specifically disable the close range weapon.
okay. That makes sense.
All right, so it sounds like 4 die with risky great.
Okay. Shall I roll?
Absolutely.
Solution green, firing.
That's a 4.
Ugh. Oofa doofa.
Oof.
Okay. So, risky. Consequence. All right. Yeah. You open fire and you hit the coyote, and the anti-Avi machine gun it has just gets smashed apart, and it goes flipping through the air, and it crashes
Ooh.
into the taxi.
Ooh.
I would like to resist that if possible.
Okay, well, there's another consequence too.
Uh,
It's risky. I give you 2 ticks on
Yeah.
X. Meanwhile, the Avi stumbles and it crashes into the bus you're supposed to be catching.
oh, Jesus
And
Christ.
so that gets a tick as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would resist to get the taxi saved if I was in a position to do that.
So
I'm
does
not.
anyone want to resist either of those consequences?
I would like to resist one of them. The bus or the taxi? Thoughts?
So sorry, guys.
I'd say taxi just because it takes a lot more to fuck the bus up.
That's fair.
Well, um, Tower, if you want to resist one of them, um, your Avi probably is more capable of deflecting the gun parts than holding up an Avi or
No,
shifting.
I know. I'm just not in a position to do it like physically. I'm down in the ravine. Um, I'm not on the main road, so I
I
don't
guess
know how that would.
I guess I could do that.
I am also at the back, so I don't know how easily I could get to.
If you want to get to the taxi, you can get to the taxi. In fact, I think the taxi is what's right in front of Bert.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like the bus, I don't know how easily I could get to. Actually, come to think of it.
I'll take care of that actually.
Yeah. Okay,
So
so I've got the. I'll do the taxi.
So how are you resisting this consequence?
Um, I am going to use my shield and. Oof.
Deflect the couple 100-pound machine gun that's about to crash down on the taxi?
Yeah,
Catcher's mitt.
which I realize is not something that I am typically good at, I guess.
Well, roll expertise.
Uh, yeah, okay. I mean, that's two. That's not horrible. Resist with expertise. Number of dice, 2. Hey,
That's a 5.
not bad. So
Hey.
one
fuel.
fuel.
Okay, so are you like batting it aside? Are you slamming your shield down in front of the taxi?
Yeah, I feel like it's a deflection.
You parry the machine gun.
Yeah.
Alright. So Bert swipes the shield to the side and just knocks that couple 100-pound machine gun out of the air, and it crashes into the dirt and slides, leaving a long divot. Meanwhile, Dredge in the Magpie is...
Yeah, I'm just gonna sort of shoot up an arm and like support, or like at least like sort of push it to the side so it doesn't land on the bus.
Parry
Or-
the Avi.
Or like if it's got a foot, like push the foot forward a little bit, maybe.
Be like water. Use your opponent's weight against them.
Yeah, so that's also an expertise.
Yeah, that'll also be expertise.
All right, 3d6. Don't let me down. That's a 4, so it's 2 fuel.
Yep, that is 2 fuel.
I'll take it.
All right, so I will remove both of those ticks.
Oof. Good work, team.
Woo!
Woo!
It could have been so much worse.
All right, so now the Coyote pilot knows something is up. So it knows where the shot came from. I don't think it has registered the Magpie and Bert yet, because its attention is elsewhere. But what it does is it takes cover behind the transport truck full of cows and puts that between Scarecrow and itself, and it's using that for cover. It like enfilade? I forget what it's called when like a
Effilade?
yeah, when a vehicle has only its guns above cover. So it does that, and it is trying to get a firing solution on the Karasu. Who's doing what?
I want to get this taxi out of the way. I just want to like
Yeah.
turn it around and like I want to pick it up and place it behind me and point it in the other direction.
Just sort of give it a little pat and send it
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a manipulate, or well,
Mm.
you decide, but
I do have a point to manipulate, so that would be good. I what would something else be?
I mean, theoretically, you could use maneuver.
Yeah,
If you
I do
decide
not
not
have
to
any
be too
points like
gentle,
that.
you could use battle.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. That seems like a bad idea. I will roll my maneuver. What am I at?
Your fuel should all be cleared except for what you just spent on the resist.
Yes.
As
Yeah,
should
I
any
just
damage.
marked one now.
All right. So, your position for using maneuver, that's not the designated action. I think you're sort of like nudging it out of
Wait,
the
no,
way.
not maneuver, manipulate. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, risky standard.
Okay. Let's see. Do I want to push myself?
And are you putting down either your jackhammer or your shield to do this, or
I don't know if I actually need to put the shield down. Maybe I don't need to, but I definitely am dropping the jackhammer for a second.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I will push myself.
Okay.
So I am.
To be clear, the reason I'm having you roll is because you're like presumably trying to do this quickly.
Yeah,
So
for
there
sure.
is room for error.
Hey, look at that.
That's a 6.
That's a 6.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Woo!
All right.
Don't
so
break the egg. Yes.
Yeah, you very gently pick up this taxi and probably don't even dent anything on it and just put it behind you. And the driver just like honks his horn as you're picking him up, and then he realizes what you're doing. Like you can see him yelling at you,
Yeah.
and then he realizes that you're like turning him around and putting him out, and you just see like a thumbs up out through the driver's side window, and then the taxi just peels out.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Okay. So does that mean we get a tick on that clock because the thing is removed? Does it become a 3-step clock?
I cannot do a 3-step clock, so
Yeah.
we will just remember that this maxes out at 3.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
that's one disaster averted.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, so I can on the comms, I think I let y'all know I can take one of these. Maybe not even one of these. Is the semi heavier than the bus?
The semi is not on you, so you can't judge it in the same way you can judge the bus. But probably it is heavier. Like making estimations, there is something odd about this bus and its weight. Like you should be able to float even at a reduced pace with this thing, but you cannot. And then the semi, if it's like similarly weighted down for whatever in the same strange way, then it's going to be even heavier than the bus because presumably it also has the equipment in it.
Okay.
Oh, note. Where is our paladin friend coming in on this?
That is a good
Oh yeah,
question.
we didn't actually address that shit.
Yeah. Did I say his name was Cleanser Yeofeld? He's like behind a hill in the Tybalt, which, to be clear, is like basically it's a mech with a rapier and a shield.
That's such a look.
So it's got a melee weapon, a shield, armor, and then head Vulcans. So
Rad.
Okay.
So yeah, he's like crouched behind, and he's like, I think he's on the same side as the Karasu. We'll just say the Karasu's to the south. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's hiding behind a hill there, and he comes over the comms, and he's like, do I have the green light to engage?
If you can wrestle the herd, the coyote away from the road, absolutely.
All right, I'll give that a shot. And so So I am going to make a fortune roll for him.
Oh no.
Can I
Not
assist?
not a fortune roll. Sorry, it's an action roll, but it's using his tier.
Ah.
Let's see. What is the tier of the paladins? I think it's 3.
That's good.
That is good.
I'd take 2. I will. Are we allowed to be optimistic?
Oh no, the paladins are tier 4.
Woo!
Love a
Okay.
tier 4.
God.
Love
Maybe
to
that'll
have
be us
high
one day.
tier.
Holy, love to have friends that are good at things.
God, I wish that was me.
Yeah,
He gets a
Big move.
5.
Okay.
So this was
buddy, come on.
this was risky standard.
Oof.
So you told him to get the Avi away from the vehicles. And so he gets up from behind the hill and he makes a call. And he just fucking dives through the cows and like tackles the coyote away from the roadside. And so that transport truck that had the cows is like half dragged off the road as it gets body checked by an AV. And so now there's like cows spilled all over this area.
No.
Some of them are in very bad shape. Some of them are now just free.
Free the cows.
Be free, my boo brethren.
Yeah, open range beef. All right. So he's knocked it away from its cover.
Also,
Tower, Dredge, what do the two of you want to do?
I kind of want to see if there is a point where my Avi's so small that I don't know that this would work, but I kind of want to see if there's a way that I can pin it. Like pin it to the ground in some way.
Pin what?
Point a
Sorry.
gun at his head.
Sorry, the big boy.
The coyote.
Big Steppy. I've forgotten what it's called. I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't know how I would go about it.
Here, you think about it for a bit.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry.
Dredge, what do you want to do?
Okay. All right. I'm absolutely going to grab the bus. Just gonna shoot up some arms. Just hold it in place. Even if I can't get up at the moment, I have it and it's not going anywhere. I would like to throw some arms in the direct or shoot the tethers, the grapple anchor system, and try to grab the semi as well, just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Because if we can take down the coyote, then we'll have time to either figure out how to actually move this stuff, and not be worried about everything dying. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay, so bit of an issue with our character sheets, since they have been piecemeal updated bit by bit, is that the grapnel anchor system, I realized that way too many people were latching onto the grapnel part and not the intended anchor part.
Great.
So I removed the term grapnel, so it is now just the anchor system.
Oh, bummer.
I have a grapple system.
That's your light mobility suite, I believe.
Yeah, but if I can...
If you can grab them, that can hold on to you.
Yes. Well, no, but if you could...
But you're
pin
armed.
it, if you could pin it in some way and I could...
Honestly, if you could just sort of throw the driver out, that would...
That too, yeah.
That would work.
Gently?
Just sort of... place the driver in.
I climb on top. I reach down. Goodbye.
So Magpie.
Yes.
So Dredge, what are you doing with the Magpie?
Okay, so I've got the things. I'm saying that because you didn't ask for a roll. I just have them. I am going to.
Oh wait,
Um,
sorry. When you said I've got the things, I thought you meant you've got the anchor system. But if you want to grab a hold of the bus and have it firmly, that's going to need a roll.
yeah, I will do that then.
Because like at this point, like the people in the bus can see arms waving around, like surrounding their bus. There's a good chance someone's going to panic.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'll roll for that. I'm going to be late.
Yep, absolutely.
So let's.
So yeah, that will be risky. I think that's gonna be risky limited because, as we established, the bus is unusually heavy.
Right. I'm just trying to keep it in place. That's all I'm doing.
Yep.
So that's 2 dice. It's 4. That's a success.
That's a 4.
Technically.
Okay. So what happens is that you're trying to get a grip on it, and the driver panics and hits the gas. And I am going to start another 4-tick clock.
Oh no.
Actually,
More clocks.
Yeah. Another 4-tick clock. And where is the text? Okay. Eofeld. So, the bus driver is trying to get out of there and isn't thinking clearly and slams on the gas, and the bus goes screeching forward and crashes into Eofeld's Tybalt. And like there's this horrendous crunching sound as it gets mangled a bit. And then the driver like throws it into reverse and like backs up back onto the magpie, and that's when you're able to get a hold of it.
Okay.
So you've got it stuck now.
Fuck. Okay. So I think I figured out what I want to do. I want to try to rip open. Is the big steppy mech at an angle where I could access the cockpit or wherever it's controlled from? Like you said, it was tackled. Does that mean it's like horizontal?
It is not on the ground. It got knocked back. But you can get to it, no problem.
Like I can get up to the cockpit?
With your, I mean,
I was thinking about getting out of the mantis and literally just climbing up.
What's the cockpit like on the Karasu?
On the Karasu? Okay. I was picturing it very much because you mentioned head a lot. I don't think like the way I envisioned it actually swivels is it's just like kind of like you've got like this flat section up top. It's like almost like disc shaped but angular, and then you've got like an axe head at the front, and that's the cockpit section.
Okay, and where's the entrance to the cockpit?
The entrance would be on the side of the cockpit.
On the side of the cockpit. Okay. So, yeah, it's accessible.
Yeah, because because the mantis is still down in the gully, I think I am sort of inclined to just literally like hop out and run up, and try to, or like take the mantis up the walls so I can get it through there, and then just run up and try to get up the leg. You're muted.
So you're trying to climb up the side of the
Yeah, I think I want to try to get up there. I want to try to get access to the cockpit on a just on a 1-to-1
Okay.
kind of thing.
What do you want to roll for that? The coyote is literally twice the size of the mantis, as a reminder.
Yeah, but I'm not doing this in the mantis.
You're getting out of the mantis,
Yes, I'm getting out of the mantis and just climbing up.
the side of the rock face.
Yeah. No, I'm taking the mantis up out of the gully and then climbing up the
Okay. So you're getting
big.
out of the gully with the mantis, and then you're getting out of the mantis to climb the coyote.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. So what do you want to roll for that?
Can I? Did I try to do it with prowl?
Yes. I'm pretty sure prowl. It explicitly says in the action description, try to climb a mech in combat.
You might climb a mech in the middle of a battle. Yep.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
I knew this would come up. And
Okay.
it has come up so many times in all the Beam Saber games I've listened to.
Okay.
People
What's
love
my-
to climb mechs.
It's very good. What's my positioning?
I think that this is desperate position, so remember to mark XP.
Yay!
Because-
Oh, and I get plus 1d. But I get minus 1d to resist any consequences.
Oh yes, because you have Daredevil, right?
Yep.
Daredevil.
So that's 4d6.
Roll it.
Yeah, and so you'll have
Correct.
standard. Do you have any gear to assist you climbing?
I could. I have climbing gear. I can mark that off.
Are you going to?
I'll mark that off with 2 ticks.
You've got light climbing gear as a class feature.
Oh, yeah, I do. Okay.
That's a
Okay.
neat class feature.
I will mark that off.
Okay, so that is desperate standard instead of desperate limited.
Yay! Okay, let me input that. Standard?
Yep,
And
desperate standard.
4d6. That's a 6.
That's a
Two
six.
ones.
Thank
Oh,
God.
oh.
All right. So
Big oof.
you climb. You like. What's your light climbing gear look like? Is it just like a grappling hook?
I think it's like sort of like a belt harness that I strap on and it attaches to something and then I like grapple something over and almost pulley myself up.
Okay.
Instead of climbing just a rope, I like throw it over a limb or something and repel myself.
Yep. Okay. So you like hook your grapple onto somewhere on the coyote, and then you start pulling yourself up until you're right next to the cockpit. And you look in and you can see the 2 AV pilots through the armored glass of the cockpit. And they're
Yep.
like clearly focusing on the fight they're trying to have with the Tybalt. And then
Yep.
like one of them sees you out of the corner of their eye and they like do a double take. And you can't see their reaction because they're both wearing flight helmets. And like what one of them pulls out their sidearm and like points it at you and
Okay.
fires
Okay.
like in the heat of the moment and forgets that the glass is bulletproof. And so the side window just like spider webs. No one's hurt and there's no real damage done to the AV, but
That's a choice. Okay. How sorry. How does the cockpit open?
I don't think you have any clue.
Hmm.
Because
You could-
we've established that only Scarecrow is familiar with this model.
Can I establish a flashback?
Yes.
Because assuming we knew that we would be dealing with something very similar to the Karasu, I think I would have put some time and effort into studying the mechanics and sort of basic workings of it. So I think, like, I'll spend whatever stress I need to do for that. But I think I would have spent a couple of hours just like climbing around and just obviously with Scarecrow's blessing, but just sort of climbing around and figuring out like, oh, this is how the cockpit works, and this is how the controls work, and this is how blah 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 blah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one stress.
Okay.
Okay, so
I do think I need to confirm something now then that I was discussing with Austin Wildman. But yeah, the Karasu's a two-man mech.
Oh. Oh. Oh no. Okay.
And for clarity's sake, the pilot sits on top, the gunner sits on the bottom. The gunner is concerned with what you can shoot at. The pilot is concerned what can shoot at you.
Love to have a Hitchcock situation.
God.
Okay, I have questions. I wonder if that's not better for like a scene of its own. So I'll hold off, I guess.
Yeah.
But I do have questions.
write them down so you don't forget. Okay, so you're trying to open up the cockpit then of this obby?
Yep.
All right, what do you want to roll for that?
I think it'd be finesse. And I'm going to mark off burglary gear.
Okay, so that'll be risky standard.
Okay.
Did you remember to mark XP for your?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Risky. Standard. That's a 6.
That's a 6.
Hey.
Well done. All right. So,
Hell yeah.
what's the lock look like? I think the lock is probably some kind of like electronic fob, and so you pass the what do you call it? Your fine security cracker over. Oh yeah, you have a fine. Are you?
Oh, do I?
Yeah, you have a fine security cracker as gear.
Oh, because I assumed it was just like a mechanical lock, so that's why I went for burglary gear. But if I can use the security cracker, then I'm good.
Yeah, well, your security cracker also works for mechanical locks.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I
That's
just
fine.
didn't think about it.
Yep. So you pass that over the electronic sensor. And actually, since it's a fine security cracker, you should be having great effect with this. So
Oh, nice.
It the side of the cockpit just like pops open, and the pilots inside are now exposed to all of the like noise of the conflict of their Avi stepping about, of the Tybalt stepping about, the one like they're trying to keep track of this Avi as it's walking around. You can hear them talking to each other over their comms, and they both notice the cockpit opening, and the one that already has his sidearm out is going to shoot you.
Hey, I got a 6.
Yeah. Is
That
going
means the
to
door is
shoot
open
you.
and the way is clear.
Has
That-
not shot
that's
you.
fair. That's
You
fair.
didn't
Yeah.
get shot. You're about to get shot.
Okay, and we're gonna cut there. Like I think the spider webbed glass like flips open, and then immediately Tower's just staring down the barrel of a pistol.
Yep. And you
So-
see like the sorry.
Yeah. What is Pitchfork doing?
I do kind of want to keep on this thing of getting civilians out of the way.
A noble endeavor.
Since I seem to be less needed on the coyote front, there seem to be enough people on that.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, really. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do the same thing.
With the van?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm also going to push myself again.
All right, this will be risky. Standard again.
Yes. Still rolling that manipulate. Number of dice, 2. It's a 5.
That's a 5. Okay, so risky complication. Oh, okay. I know. You're feeling that, the fight seems to be going pretty well. And turns out you probably could have actually been used. So while the pilot is paying attention to Tower, the gunner is still focused on Yeofeld and manages to, in spite of their long-range nature, manages to bring the rack of missiles to bear on Yeofeld.
Oh, buddy.
And so he just gets blasted by a barrage and takes 2 ticks.
Can I roll to resist?
How are you resisting?
I mean, I think I've got my weird like taser sword thing. And I think I just I slip it past, or I try to like slip it past the pilot and just like catch one of the gunner's hands just so it
Okay.
goes. I mean, I don't know that I can actively divert it, but maybe just so it goes a little bit wide.
Yeah, okay.
I love this.
So,
I love it so much.
roll prowess.
Okay. That is 2d6.
That's a 4.
Not bad.
So, take 2 stress. Yeah, so you are correct. You, you reach on past and you zap the hand of the pilot, who, flinches just as they're about to fire. And so some of the missiles still hit Yeofeld, and some of them go wide and just spray off into the hills, putting craters into the green fields far off in the distance.
Are alive to the sound of missiles.
Okay. And so, speaking of the Coyote crew, let's see. What do I need? You hit them here. So, yeah. We'll just pull that up. That 6-tick clock. And let's see. Gonna do a fortune roll for them. That's a 5. So I'm gonna put 2 ticks on this 6-tick clock.
Is this clock marked backup?
This clock is marked back up.
Yeah.
It's not backup for us.
You don't say.
It is not back up for you. So, Tower, inside, you can see that, as the coyote is stomping about, you can tell by the body language that the pilot's attention isn't on you. He is clearly talking to someone on the radio, and you can just over the sounds of battle, because you're probably half deafened from the missiles going off and you being on the coyote when that happens.
Yeah. I make good choices.
You can just hear snippets of requested reinforcements, immediate threat, multiple enemies. Just a minute.
Ooh.
Busted.
Da, da, da.
I clear all my trauma, and then I take all these moves, and then what else do I want?
Sorry about
So I
that.
have 16 XP now.
Oh, I see. I guess I can throw some tier 5 guy people at
Ah!
you.
We get 5 guys? I love this place.
I found out there's a Five Guys in Toronto, and now I feel obligated to try it.
You should. It's good.
All right. Yeah.
Uh,
So they have put in a request for reinforcements. They are not
Fun.
here yet, but the request is in. It's 4 ticks until the reinforcements get here.
Fun and good.
What is?
I'm debating if I should resist that or not, but
That's not a consequence. That is
No,
their
I know.
action.
or if I could do something about it.
Well, we'll come back to you. Dredge,
Yeah, I'm
what are
sorry.
you
Until
up
he
to?
calls them off.
Sorry.
All right. Well, I have been thinking, and I would like to grab the other. I would like to grab the semi, and then I'm going to sink, and I'm going to take the gully out. I'm just going to start moving with these. I can't go up, but I can sure go down. So that's what I'm doing.
So the magpie is just like slithering across the ground like a slug dragging these 2 vehicles.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm using Roadmaster. I am just making a hole underneath me, and we are sinking like an elevator.
Even worse.
Okay, what? I'm not.
So this is Tremors
saying-
now.
I'm not
I
saying
love
you can't do that, but what on the magpie allows you to do that?
Oh, it's fine distraction tools.
Okay, right, all right. So you're just tunneling a hole to the gully, or at
Yep.
least a ramp.
Yep.
Okay, what do you want to roll for that?
Oh gosh. Good question. What do I usually use for Roadmaster? Wreck or destroy? I do have a point in destroy. So I guess I'll use that and then push myself for another die.
Okay, this will be risky great because you have the fine destruction tools.
Okay. That's 2d6. Would anyone like to help?
I don't know. I'm literally on top of an Avi, so I don't know how much I can help.
That's true.
I could try to. Actually,
Pitchfork, could you like nudge the semi towards the hole I'm making so that it also gets in here? Could that work?
yeah.
Little kick.
So how much? How much stress do you have to spend on assisting Dredge?
Just one.
Okay, so spend that stress, and what benefit are you giving Core?
What would you like?
I'm already at great, so probably another die.
Yeah. One die it is.
All right. Rolling destroy. Position risky. Great. 3 dice. That's a 5.
That's a 5.
2 3s.
Mm.
All right.
How do y'all roll specific rolls in D20 in Roll20?
There's a macro someone made. We'll send it to you after the session.
Okay, gotcha.
Um,
Something I don't have, not something I'm missing. Gotcha.
Yeah, you're fine.
okay, what is the penalty? Yeah. So I think you're digging down with the vehicles, and you get out, but you leave this hole behind, which Eofeld trips.
Oh,
into,
Eofeld.
because there's supposed to be a road there, and he's
Somebody.
busy
This
fighting
corner.
someone.
oh no.
And because it's risky, that's 2 ticks.
Oh no.
I'm resisting that. I am resisting that. Thank
Just
you.
stick a tentacle up.
How are you resisting it?
I'm letting him know that the road is gone. Hey, don't back up. There isn't a road here anymore.
Okay. Um,
Don't step on me, bro.
I think that's probably acuity.
Uh,
Wait,
Okay.
would it be acuity or would actually it's No, I think it's probably actually insight.
It's not a resolve.
No, because I think this is quick thinking, right?
Oh, this is a bummer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I push myself on a resist?
You cannot.
Can I
Fuck,
assist on a resist?
You cannot assist on resists.
No, that's not how this works, y'all.
That's
Oh.
one.
I insist.
Hang on. I'm not.
Hey, at least you
Okay.
can't fail a resist roll, right?
Yeah.
I just not need to not. Okay.
Your
It's
stress
gonna
shouldn't
go
be
stupid.
that bad.
I could feel it. Haha! That's a 6.
Wow.
6.
Amazing.
No stress.
Woo!
Oh,
Okay.
so scary.
So, you shout that into the comms to Eufeld as he's taking a step back and is like about to plummet into the hole, but then like catches himself and instead just twists the ankle on his AV so that it's like limping now, but it's still in the fight, occupying the coyote.
Is there a way to remove ticks?
Not ones that represent damage to AV. Oh wait, hold on. Wait a second. Dredge has jury rig, right?
I sure do.
Mhm.
So I would let you remove one tick if you have a chance to employ jury rig.
Okay.
So not right
Sorry.
now, obviously. Things are a little busy.
Yeah, soon.
But okay, Scarecrow, what are you up to?
You felt
Okay.
come see me.
See,
So what I think I'm going to do then is, okay, you know what? Okay, so
do you need a recap of what's going on down there?
no, I'm thinking because one option I do have, but I don't have assurance that this would work because I'm out of range, basically. Like I took my shot and now I'm out of visual range. I'm not in the fight right now. So I have two options. One, I could approach and bring a big gun to bear to threaten everyone to push them to go where we want them to go because we can do that. So that's option one. Option two is I trash the path leading up to here to delay reinforcements.
Hmm.
Option
So,
two.
but I don't know for certain that they're coming from a certain direction. So that's why option B is kind of like, can I do that?
I think that would probably require one roll to figure out where they're coming from, and then one to actually set up the delay.
Okay. Well, given that there are enough clocks, because there's enough ticks left, so I think I'm going to take a roll to monitor radio chatter and just try to figure out where they're coming from.
Okay, what do you want to roll for that?
So that would be, I believe, if I look at my character sheet, that would probably be analyze.
Yeah. Yep, that makes sense. You're scrolling through the radio channels, listening in, trying to catch whoever it is that sounds like they're coming to reinforce this coyote.
Yep, looking for spikes in activity. So I have one in that. And what are the consequences of a push again, real fast? Is that just stress?
So when you're pushing with vehicle actions, you spend 2 fuel. You spend fuel with vehicle actions and vehicle resists. And then you can choose to get +1 die or +1 effect.
Okay, in that case, so I've pushed one, so I should have 2 fuel consumed already.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to push again then. And for an extra D.
Okay.
And so what is my position? This is position.
Risky limited unless you have some sort of tool on your vehicle that would help you monitor radio or like communications?
Well, what I do have, since I have a elevated position, I have a magnification suite, so I could pair my radio transmissions with also visually checking each position to look for movement.
Okay, I'll allow that. So risky standard.
Sweet. / roll 2d6. Yeah.
That's a 6. Okay. So yeah, so you look out in the direction of Fort Jovenel and the front lines as you listen to the radio chatter, and you're able to combine the information from the two to figure out that there is a, let's see, you got standard effect, so that would get you standard information. You can tell that there is a fire team of herd obbies that are going to be moving to your location.
Okay. So they're coming. Okay. All right. So what I want to do then is do I have another roll now, or we need to come back around?
No, we'll finish up this action of yours, and then we'll probably
Okay.
call
Cool.
it an
So
evening.
what I'm going to do then is they're approaching, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bombard them. And what I'm not trying to hit them, but what I'm trying to do is change the rules of approach, because they're approaching at speed. If they're under fire, they're going to have to slow down and manage that.
Yep. Okay. Sounds good. Make your roll.
Okay, so I've got 2D. Let's see. I can use sharpshooter to, in addition to normal benefits, unleash a barrage of rapid fire to suppress the enemy.
Yeah. That sounds good. You gonna employ that?
So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and push that.
Okay.
So okay. My question then is, do I want another D, or do I want what is my position in effect?
Your position and effect are risky, using your cannon, risky standard.
Risky standard?
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna push for another die.
Okay.
So another die and bombardment to suppress. So / roll 3d6. I'm glad I did.
No.
Wait, hold up.
That's a 3.
Oh.
That is a failure. Okay. Let me think about this. It's a failure on a risky. So, yeah. All right. I know what's gonna happen.
Yay.
So you've got an eye on these approaching herd obbies, and they're not like they're still a ways off. You've got them spotted. You open fire, and you miss. You just miss.
Yeah.
However, the herd, they are artillery experts. They're well trained, they're experienced at this, and so they triangulate their position with where you're firing from and where they know where their buddy is. And their buddy is spotting for them, the coyote that's in the fight. And so you see 2 of them stop, and I think you weren't sure about the models that were approaching. There's 4 of them until now. And you can see, well, now you can tell that 2 of them are coyotes. The other 2 are, I think it's baboons, I believe is the model. Let me just check my notes. Let's see. Yeah, they're baboons, which are light brawlers. So yeah, it's 2 coyotes and 2 baboons, and the coyotes pause for a second, and each of them let fly with their missiles. And you watch the arc of them. One of the barrages crashes into Yeafeld
Come on.
as he's being triangulated. The other one crashes into the cab of the transport truck that was hauling the cows, as that is still close by to the fight that is ongoing, and blows it apart. Is anyone going to resist either of those?
I would like to resist Yefeld, which I think is reaching up an arm and pulling him into the pit.
This is the best.
Okay, make an expertise roll.
You got it. That's 3, 6. Okay. That's a 4. That's 2 fuel.
Yeah, spend that 2 fuel. Does anyone want to resist the truck getting blown up?
I want to, but I'm also on top of one of the coyote. I'm on top of the coyote, so I don't know how much I.
Yep, that's fair. So is that a no?
Actually, can I? Never mind. I can't. I can't do that.
Okay. So
Sorry.
missiles come crashing down all around you, Tower, as you cling to the side of this RV. Eofeld is about to get slammed by a bunch of them when suddenly his Tybalt dips into the hole that the magpie and the vehicles you're supposed to be grabbing disappeared into. The transport
This is a
truck
game we play.
moving the cows is not nearly so lucky, and that is blown to pieces as stray missiles strike it. There is no sign of the driver, and any cows that were left trapped in the transport truck are also now ground beef. So, with that, we're going to end the session for this evening with Dredge and the Magpie and Yefeld in a hole, along with the still pristine vehicles that you're here to take. Tower hanging on the side of a Coyote RV, the cockpit open, their stun stick jammed inside, a gun pointed in their face. Pitchfork in Burt at the back of this lineup of civilian vehicles, having moved a couple of them out of harm's way, undoubtedly saving their lives. And Scarecrow off in the distance, monitoring the Jovangelian reinforcements that are on their way. So I'm going to take us back to the talk screen.
All right.
Yeah.
Whew.
So Thank you, everyone. Oh, XP. We got to do XP. Can't forget XP. That's
Love XP.
important. Okay, so we'll go through this as quick as possible. Tower. Did you
Yes.
address the challenge with stealth or evasion?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, so take 1 XP for that. Did you express your history, tragedy, or opening?
Not really.
Okay. Did you
I mean,
struggle?
only in that, like, I've got connections with the herd, but
Yeah. Did you struggle because of your beliefs, trauma, or character?
no.
No. Okay. Let's see. Next, so that's all your XP. Next up is Scarecrow. Did you address a challenge with tracking or violence?
Yes, multiple times.
Yeah, take 2 XP. Did you express your history, tragedy, or opening?
I have a very serious connection with the Jovo mechs.
Yeah, okay, take 1 XP. Did you struggle because of your beliefs, trauma, or character?
No.
Dredge. Did you address a challenge with technical skill or mayhem?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Take 2 XP. Did you express your history, tragedy, or opening?
Not especially.
Okay. Did you struggle because of your beliefs, trauma, or character?
Yes, very much. I'm absolutely. I mean, I called it out during the thing, but Soft, being extremely stressed about keeping everyone alive and this like horrible show of a mission, and also I'm also gonna cite burned because of like going over Scratch's head and like trying to like make sure that we weren't being double timed.
Yep. Okay. So, take 2 XP for that. Pitchfork. Did you address a challenge with piloting or violence?
Piloting once.
Twice. You got 2 vehicles out of the way.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, yeah.
And you saved one from a incoming machine gun.
That also happened.
Yeah, so take 2 XP. Did you express your history, tragedy, or opening?
I don't think so. No.
Yep. Did you struggle because of your beliefs, trauma, or character?
No, yeah, because Soft might have come up if I had been actively like not fighting, but yeah, that's just like a choice that I made.
Okay. So, now on to squad XP. Sasha, would you mind marking that for us? On the logistics sheet?
Sure.
Did you execute a successful delivery or acquire new clients or contraband sources? Not yet. Did you face off against challenges above your pay grade?
Yes.
Take an XP. Did you bolster your squad's reputation or develop a new one? You have merciful and duplicitous. I would say at least because of Pitchfork, you got merciful.
Yeah.
Take another XP. Did you?
And potentially because we've done work with the Jovangelians, we could have
taken
also gotten duplicitous.
Well, only 1 XP for each of these.
Oh, okay.
Did you express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the squad?
Other than yelling about what we're supposed to be doing a bunch, not really.
I mean,
I think that counts.
Okay.
Because you're very like, you're pretty mad that you're like being tasked with this job. I think that counts as an inner conflict.
Yeah.
That you signed up for one thing and the military is making you do another.
Yes.
Oh, hey, we've leveled up.
Again.
All right, you got another advancement. So y'all will need to think about special abilities or squad upgrades, but we'll handle that off screen.
Yeah.
Before we do the outros though, I want to do one little hint at next week's session. Scarecrow, You're zoomed in, monitoring the approach of this Jovangelion fire team, when you see this dust cloud roaring up behind them.
Oh
And
no.
it flies past them at extreme speed. And how familiar are you with the herd, Scarecrow?
Uh, so the way I see Scarecrow's keeping up with the going-ons is it's all tactical reports. I don't think she has necessarily the best grasp on the politics of each of the factions and squads, but
Okay.
any notable tactical anomalies she would have at least heard of, if not studied.
Okay, if you've studied these, then I would think that you recognize this AV. So, it's a lion custom called the Savannah Sovereign. And the lion is an artillery mech that has tracks instead of legs and normally carries 2 large cannons and also what do you call it? Flamethrower for personal defense. You know, however, that the Savannah Sovereign is customized to suit the likings of one Alice Foundation, and it has been modified to remove all its ranged weapons and instead has had essentially rocket boosters strapped to the back of it. It's got a giant spiked shield, not unlike Bert's shield. If it was
Ooh.
like it's like the evil version of Bert's shield. And it also carries a lance.
Oh no.
Love to joust. Get ready to joust.
Showy asshole.
Yeah. So Alice Foundation is on her way. But
Okay.
that will be for next week. In the meantime, thank you everyone so much for joining us. I'm Austin Ramsey. I've been your GM, and I'm also the creator of Beam Saber. If you'd like to get in contact with me, you can reach me at NotAnIn on Twitter. If you're interested in Beam Saber, you can find it at tinyurl.com/beamsaber. The rules are available for free. If you would like to financially support the development of Beam Saber, you can do so at patreon.com/AUSTINRAMSAY. And as always, the stream is presented by You Don't Meet in an Inn, an actual play podcast about exploring obscure tabletop role-playing games with a diverse, rotating cast. Tonight, I have been joined by Doc.
Hey guys, I'm Doc. You can follow me on Twitter at DoubleDocMD for angry leftist ranting, and besides that, on Twitch for spooky games for the rest of October, which is nothing now. But I play video games on Twitch at DoubleDocMD, and I have a podcast, the Movie Morgue podcast, moviemorgue.simplecast.fm, where we kind of dissect movies and see what makes them tick.
Thank you. Also been joined by Ray.
Hi, I'm Ray. You can find me on Twitter at RayRayTheGayGay or on Tumblr at Cultivating Saplings. Don't do much, but you know, I'm around.
Thank you very much. And Sasha.
I've been Sasha Rennell. You can find me on Twitter at Sasha_Rennell. You can follow my game design stuff at tcabbage. And you can listen to Spindle Wheel Stories, which is an actual play podcast of my game Spindle Wheel, and which Takuma's been on an episode and has done incredible music for it. And you should go listen to the Flower-Eyed Faithful is a great Halloween episode. So if you're into
Yes.
I like the title.
It's
Good alliteration.
it gets gnarly. So check that out. And happy Halloween.
Sounds good. And last, but of course never least, Takuma.
Hi, I've been Takuma. You can catch me being a clown online at Takuma_Okada_ on Twitter. And I also make games and music and stuff. And yeah, sometimes I'm on other podcasts and I will tweet about them there. So catch me there.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And as always, thank you for joining us for this episode. We will be back again next week at 6 p.m. EST here on this channel for the continuation of this mission. See
Our
you all
bullshit.
then. Bye. Oh, wait. Remember, I gotta do my outro phase. Fight the war, not the soldiers. See you later.